Hey everybody, it's David. Just wanted to comment on this week. We finished week three, and week three is particularly on your business plan project, is where the rubber hits the road. This is where you needed to be very detailed, go into the template of the assignment, and begin to start adding content to your business plan. So I'm here in the course right now and I'm looking at the overview. Again, you're going to see this overview every single week, and then you're going to see specifically what you need to be adding below that. Here is the business plan template. I'll go over that in just a second. But here we are in week three, where we're going to talk about industry analysis, description of the venture. You did that in your discussion forums this week. Production, operation plans, all of these things are very, very critical, as also you learned this week about why businesses fail, to make sure that you have very clear ideas going forward. So here, if you scroll down, again, see this is week three. This is the general stuff. This is the template that you'll need to use to access for the course, the business plan project, and then the specific detail here in week three. So we talked about industry analysis. I gave you a couple of things with questions to look at. The industry in particular, the outlooks and the trends. Who are the competitors in there? This is something that is very, very important, and making sure that you have a clear understanding of what business you're getting into and who are the competitors. And for those of you who are looking at small businesses and in those areas, that's even much more critical, because sometimes there are fewer players. There would not be a defined big company in there. So you have to scratch and scrape to figure out who you're going to be competing against. And so, description of the venture, production or operating plan. For those of you who are building a particular product, who have an idea for a product, you got a lot more work to do, because you have to create the product, you have to source the product before you go out and sell the product. For those of you who are selling a service, which is the majority of you, it's not as difficult building this operating plan. So let me go down here and let me pull up the template. So this is the template that all of you started working with. And what I wanted you to do this week, you had to fill in the name of the company that you're starting. Obviously, I wanted your name and then my name on the cover. Okay. The one thing I want to make sure that you do, use this template. I provided this template for a reason, so that you don't have to go out and look to structure these in a lot of different ways. This was really meant to be a help for you. Okay. Here you'll see at the start, again, I've provided detail in each one of these. This section will be completed in week 7. Well, we're only in week 3, so you don't have anything to do there. So now we're scrolling down into the things here for week 3 that you needed to do. Week 3 was about industry analysis. I wanted to, again, have a section on the industry. Again, I go back, I'll tell you, make sure you keep these headings the way that they are structured here. That way it adds some details. I noticed some of you took the headings out. Some of you just started dumping stuff on the paper. If you have a business plan, think of it as a roadmap for the reader. You're going to be giving your business plan maybe to someone to help, to ask them to invest money in your business. And so you need to make it easy for them to say yes. And effective headings, structured the right way, do that. So look at my comments this week. If you see me make comments about keeping the headings the way they are in the template, that's exactly what I meant. We talked about the industry, we talked about outlooks and trends, we talked about competitors, and then we jump into the description of your venture. What are you going to be doing? You needed to be very, very detailed here, and then have your production or operating plan, again, going back to whether or not this is a product or a service, okay? And then that's what you were to do this week. Next week, we're going to talk about marketing plans, and we're going to add that section. You'll see here, it says in week 4, Guess what? We're not in week 4. We're just in week 3. So those were the things that I were looking at this week. Make sure that you are very inquisitive. Make sure you go into the feedback section of the grade book to look at my comments. And if you have any questions, make sure that you reach out to me. Okay? Take care.